Good evening, dear friends. Hello, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Hello, Alexey. Can you hear me well? Looks like we look just fine. Again, in fighting spirit. How about yourself, Alexey? Just like always. I would ask our moderators to activate the chat so that we could communicate with our audience. I can tell you that over the past 7 days, I have at best 3, 4 hours of sleep per night because it's unbelievable what is happening to us. I'm talking about blockchain that we're going to discuss today. We'll look still fresh in spite of the sleepless nights. We're in good mood because business is doing very well. We're doing all the necessary prep work for the pre-sale. I personally enjoy all these processes, and I see the people who are joining us. And during our conversation, most important thing when I come to a meeting, and I think whenever people see us, there were cases like this when you come to a meeting and you realize that a person simply cannot or does not appreciate what you're doing there. He says, okay, tell me something. Now we're going to listen to you. I see how in the course of the first 10, 15 minutes, their faces start to change over. And in the beginning, they start first on the first name basis. Then they realize that you are a serious guy and throw in a sir talking to me. Can you imagine that? And they start talking very politely. Let us try to find a way to cooperate. This is exactly what is happening to us today. People are joining us. They say, okay, another blockchain, tell us about something. Then when we give them the details, then they realize that there are no problems with that. I see a lot of good wish guys are joining us in the chat. Now, let us simply write to each other, or maybe the chat has been activated. Just write to us what city or town or country you're joining us from, so that we understand that people are not from the same continent, same country. Okay, Lviv, St. Petersburg, Tiva, Irkutsk, Moscow, Germany, Murmansk, Tiva, Israel, Czech Republic, Ireland, Grozny. Grozny is with us. Astana, Siberia, Georgia, Kazakhstan, Turkey, Astana. I already see a lot. Estonia, England, Kazakhstan, Dubai is here. Sicily, very good. Aktau, Kazakhstan. I've heard a lot about Aktau. Ufa, Almaty, the Netherlands. Very good. Dear friends, we're indeed very international here. An international community. Armenia, Moldova, Spain, everybody's here. Let us start. What can we start with? I guess we can start with some important things. And onwards, we're going to go through the most important things. And I will remind you once again, it's our third Tuesday in a row to do the blockchain discussion. We want you to really understand what it is like and how you can participate there and get maybe some benefits from it, because this is indeed the most important thing that have brought us together here. Let us do it one step at a time. The first step, as we mentioned in the beginning, we're going to prepare it for our community for you to make an educated decision whether to participate in pre-sale or not. I will give you a disclaimer right away. If you are having second thoughts about the pre-sale, don't participate. Don't pitch in if you have even the smallest of doubts. Now about how it is going to be organized. Thing number one, the whole pre-sale is going to be done through smart contracts and through wallets. Ergo, in order to keep the distributors hierarchy and to move over that hierarchy into the smart contract for the pre-sale, we have prepared a small functional feature in DexNet.1. It's already readily available, and if you enter DexNet.1 and authorize yourself by your login and password in the top menu with a finance tab, you will see a new tab called pre-sale. If you don't see it, please clean up the browser's cache or update its page or try to use a different browser. I expect all of you to see a pre-sale tab. Those of you who are already testing it, please give us the plus signs, those people who see it already. What is this pre-sale tab? This is the tab where you will have to mention or fill in 3 different fields or boxes. First is the email that you're using in your marketing company, your distributor's company. Once again, this is not the email from DexNet.1. You should mention the email from the personal cabinet of the distributor's company from which you get bonuses for your recommendations. Second box is Dex ID. Once again, you need to copy the Dex ID from your personal or cabinet or back office of marketing company. The third box is the Web20 web wallet address. Why do we need that? You mention these data, and automatically, after you click on Save button, you will see the promo codes of your Dex nodes. If you have one Dex node, you have one promo code. If you own a few Dex nodes, you will have a number of promo codes. For each one of those promo codes, you will get one allocation without the need to buy an NFT for that. But as long as all the NFT activations and all the allocation and pre-sale participations happen only through the smart contract, then we need to mention these wallets in the smart contract to keep the hierarchy that has developed in your marketing companies. That's why we need your email, your Dex ID. But of course, naturally, BEP20 wallet address that will be mentioned in the smart contract. So please do that. For that, you have until April 5th, right? Yes, until Friday night, until the end of this week, until late Friday, April Fool. Yes, you can use DexSafe and you can use any wallet. An important thing for you to remember, please don't use crypto wallets in exchanges. It is not your wallet and you won't be able to find NFT there. Can we tie wallet to DexNet? No, please don't connect the wallet to DexNet. You just need to mention it there. That form will put all the data together. It will form up a table and our specialists will automatically send your NFTs to them. Next stage will tell you what to do next. At the next stage, you will follow the same steps as the whole other community who will be participating in the pre-sale and will be buying up allocations. The only difference is that your NFT will be put up already. You won't have to repeat that operation once again. Good. I guess we'll return back to that question because people are still verifying and looking it up. So I suggest we go through blockchain and the presentation per se. Perhaps there are some people who are first-timers here who haven't been to previous AMA sessions. Please be very attentive, listen to what we have to offer, what kind of blockchain we have, and what kind of pre-sale, what this pre-sale is going to look like. Now I'm going to activate the screen sharing function and we'll go through the slides because we have prepared some. Okay, then I will be asking the next question. Alexey, what is the difference of our blockchain from other blockchains? Can you please answer this question? Because many people have gathered here. Maybe these are the people who are experts in blockchain technologies or in crypto industry. And perhaps some people are developing in this area. I'm sure a lot of people have such a question in their heads, like what is the difference between our blockchain and other blockchains and other emerging things on the market? According to your opinion, yes, the main difference of the blockchain, of our blockchain, is that it is deployed on low-powered DEX nodes. The consumption of our DEX nodes is 3 watts per hour, and this is lowest and low. And the blockchain using so low power for its existence is the absolute innovation or breakthrough innovation in the world. We can call it eco-friendly blockchain in all senses of this word. And as a result, we can have a very low cost of transactions. This is a very good balance between the motivation of the holders of validating DEX nodes and the people who want to use this blockchain for the payment of very low commissions. The problem is that all the blockchains, with its increase of computation power, the required power for each transaction is also growing, and then hundreds of kilowatts are consumed for each transaction. But our blockchain is a new generation blockchain. We call it Web 4.0 blockchain, which consumes very, very low energy to do the transactions. If we take the technical specs and parameters to distinguish our features. Next thing, often blockchains are developed, or rather, they're created for the sake of that. Or they often do pre-sale to start developing a blockchain. That's how some people go about these things. But our difference is that we already have a ready-to-use ecosystem. We already have about 5,000 devices, which are deployed already in, I'll give you around number 60 countries, and some of them will perform the validation function. We already have a community. We'll have a DexNet token, which will migrate from BEP20 to our blockchain protocol. In other words, I can talk about this forever, very long. But our blockchain is very, very different from whatever the market has to offer. Very good. This is exactly how we communicate with others. And when I talk about this, people indeed have very interesting idea how it is going to be organized. Because when I talk to people, often I'm asked, when are you planning to go to mainnet? When you're going to do TGE or list your coin? We say that we already have all these plans by May. They say, how come you're only doing pre-sale? Because 95% of all the blockchains released like that, they raise certain amount of money. Only then they take about a year or two for the development. Only then they start the listing process. So most of them are work in progress. But here we have everything ready. We simply take and launch all the rounds. We close them up. We prepare mainnet and prepare the pre-sale, or prepare listing, I'm sorry. And everything is totally clear and understandable. So when people hear this, they get even more motivated to be part of this wave. They don't need to have to wait for a year or two. Like today we're discussing pre-sale, and tomorrow we'll be discussing the listing. The interval period is very, very short. That is why it is value in itself. And what Alexey said, it is an absolute value or asset. And when we tell people that blockchain works on this low-powered DEX nodes that consume only 3 watts per hour, this is a totally different story. They look at this and they can't understand how it can work. I've already used this example before. There was a meeting when we communicate, and the guy, I see that they are advising large projects, and they named some of the references, and I understood that there are people with serious expertise in this field. And we keep communicating and talking, and they ask me, where's your hub from which your blockchain is going to be run? We say, we don't have this hub. How come? They ask him, because they don't understand. They realize that it's truly decentralized, because not a single blockchain existing in the world is truly decentralized, because there is always a centralized point called the hub that you can come in and throw the switch and everything goes offline. Here we're talking about a true decentralization, which for our community, those people who are watching us, they could have heard this word before many times, but for others, if people start to realize that the decentralization is for real, that it can change the rules of the game, they realize that we're a game changer here. Okay, let's move on. Why did we take the blockchain, and why did we decide to go this direction and in that blockchain sector? Because we're entering a very large market with trillions of dollars of capitalization. Sometimes it was as high as 3.5 trillion. For $3 trillion of capitalization of the crypto market, it was as large as that once. So it's indeed a very big market, and we are entering that, and we can carve ourselves a niche there and do a very big global business there. Secondly, it's the daily trading, the size of sales. I understand what it is because I own a brokerage company, and I understand what daily sales are. And here, the crypto market does 90 billion per day. 90 billion. That's a huge market where people can enter, and even if you have some small bit, you can still profit from that market. And considering that cryptocurrencies are created every day, more than 13 million different cryptocurrencies, and there are a lot of exchanges, centralized and decentralized exchanges, about 1,200 of them, and we're becoming part of that ecosystem, I guess is the right choice, the right step for us. And this whole piece of the pie, the blockchain, is becoming part of the general ecosystem of DexNet and DexNet token. And when people are asking what can we do with the DexNet token, you can just simply say that there is our own proprietary blockchain behind this blockchain. We want to support it and reinforce it like this. We don't want people to use blockchain. Why use other like third parties blockchain when we could use our own blockchain and not to pay commissions to the third parties and do it better for our community? That is why the blockchain is something that we really need, and the element that becomes integral for the whole ecosystem. As for the objective solutions and our mission, I can very briefly tell you that we're putting together very unique things and technologies here, which is readily available for all. And we provide opportunity for all people to participate in this ecosystem by different instruments. And that ecosystem is going to be really huge. And another thing that distinguishes us from others in that we are entering the market with already a big ecosystem. When people are asking us what we have, we'll just show it. Like we have this, this, and that. And they stop asking questions after that. And they say, okay, it's crystal clear now. We simply need to take and use it. That is why the mission for us here is to unite all the ecosystems into a single system, decentralized and safe one. And now the ecosystem itself, very briefly, what we expect to have from the very start of the blockchain. We don't need to take a year, 2 or 3 for the development and the launch of the system. Is going to be ready by the time of the coin listing. It will be ready and running. It's DexPN and DexCloud and DexExchange, our own DexExchange that will be doing swaps, farmings, and pools, liquidity pools. We'll be working on that as well. Token constructor that people would be able to create a token with in 5 minutes and list it on our Dex exchange and by putting their liquidity. DexNetChain bridge also will have a bridge that will do cross exchange between that will. So basically, will be served by a bridge because blockchains usually are deployed like blockchains, and then other projects start to enter them and start to add more functionality. Here, we already have the main functions there, like Dex and Bridge, and token constructor, and the developers tools. They will be hot and running already, and people will be able to use that, even if we disregard the products that already are available there. DexSafe, our favorite pet toy, Dex Mobile, and DexSafe Bot. And here we'll add other things before the launch, before the mainnet. I'm sure we'll add a few more products here. So I'm not paying too much attention to the roadmap here. The second quarter will be dedicated to the launch of all sorts of instruments like the DexNetChain itself, the integration with other exchanges. Everything will happen in the second quarter. Next time, I guess, we'll show you quarter three and quarter four for you to understand the sheer scope of our expectations. This part of our campaign, besides there's a marketing strategy built around this, it is going to be very big and robust. How do we plan to enter the market? It's also a very important question. Okay, they tell us you have an ecosystem, you have blockchain, like you have many things. How you're planning to enter the market? How you're planning to attract attention to yourself? Here, for a few weeks, we've been working on that. We're building all sorts of platforms, influencers. We're going to do airdrops for different swaps by attracting people to our swaps, for providing liquidity, and we're going to get some airdrops for that. Cross-chain swaps also go there. For doing the swap, people will get some kind of reward. And why should I migrate from one cross-chain platform? Like, why should people move to our platform? The good answer would be that we offer airdrops and grants for that. Second thing, the grants that we're preparing, we're actively preparing them now. And by the end of April, we'll have the official announcement showing how we are going to organize all sorts of tournaments and hackathons by attracting professional hackers who will be looking for backdoors and something. I can tell you right away that, in fact, if people break through our blockchain, then they would be able to find a backdoor of Ethereum. So I don't expect any problems with our security. And what we want to show you today here, and what we would like to talk about, would be the sales part. How we are planning to enter the market, how to do the rounds and pre-sales. And here we're going to talk about, here we're building the whole list of all sorts of ambassadors, advisors, and partners who will be able to announce from the moment of the start of sales. You will see all of it, and that information will be fed to you in a row. You will see like one advisor has connected to another advisor and so on. Let's now switch over to the most interesting part. I know. Can you share some feedback if the chat has been deactivated? Can we reactivate it, please? While we are now, before we move on to description of tokenomics, show us in emojis whether you understood what I was talking about, the blockchain. Is it understandable for you, or is it still too vague? I see the chat hasn't been activated yet. No, it is activated, but there is some lag time. There's some time lag. Okay, wakey, wakey. Show some fire signs in the chat. Maybe they cannot hear us in the first place. I don't know. Maybe there are only two of us. Moderators, can you please verify if the chat is activated? The chat is deactivated. Somebody's writing to me. Can we please activate the chat so that we could get some feedback from people? Because it was just one. We don't want to have it just one-way street. We want to get some feedback from people that they understand it. Moderators, please don't deactivate the chat just yet, because colleagues could be writing some questions to us. Okay, now I see there's some time lag with the chat activation. I guess we can jump over to the main thing. We have tokenomics, and I can add another thing here by saying that people who participate in our blockchain stories, who support or advise big projects related to blockchains, who list coins, who help us with that almost on a daily basis. They participate in sales. And sure enough, first thing they ask is, what kind of tokenomics do you have? How is it going to be organized? And when we show our tokenomics, I go live and show this to people, and they stop asking questions because they realize that all of it stands to logic. And in fact, the structure itself is well built. Let's look at it one bit at a time. We have 1 billion coins, which are going to be emitted, the general emission of 1 billion, which are going to be split up into different pools. First pool is the team pool, 10%, then community pool, then all sorts of funds and investors pool. We have 5% for that. Advisors pool, 2%, and 3 rounds for sales: seed, private, and public round, 5, 8, and 10%. Important thing to remember here is that the average selling price will be 0.05, 0.07, 0.09. How this presale is going to work? When will people be able to sell something, get access to something? Everything is absolutely adequate. It's not like we ask you to buy a coin now, and in 2 or 3 years you will get only one first bit that you will be able to sell. We have done it very easy for our clients. First thing, if you participate in the first round, you get for the listing of the coin 5%. All the other 95 will be spread out the 12 months. So it will be blocked through the cliff, and then 1/12 bit will be defrozen throughout these 12 months. And you can look at the bits you get available to you with a private round 2. You get 10%, with public round 15%, with the total capitalization of 300 million. Proper and educated crypto experts asking us, where do you get this number from? How do you evaluate yourself at this level if you want to raise it? Because there's a certain amount, certain price, and how to get it done. And when we start explaining that we have the assessment, we have valuation, we have services, all of them are valuated like this, they tell us you should value it higher for the listing price and capitalization, because in fact there is a team for blockchain, and I know about that. They came up with blockchain and nothing else, and they were just a startup, and they was just starting, and they raised $200 million easy. See, nothing, just an idea, a good idea, yes, but they put together a team that they showed to people. But here, when people see that we have so many things like the background and partnerships and the chic, everything else, and the numbers are super adequate here, and people keep saying that you could have valued it much higher, and still it would be very realistic. So this is the general tokenomics. I already told you about the distribution of the pools. The only thing that the community gets 50% of all, that can be subdivided into airdrops or liquidity pools or staking grants. 50% of the overall emission will not go to the market in one fell swoop. It will go there in stages, maybe spread out through years, in 5, 10 years. So this 50% will pop up in different options on the market. And by smart contract, they will be distributed not right away, all of it, but by bits and pieces. And that bit and piece will be used to attract new audience, new community. Now, most important thing. And here we'll talk about how to participate, how to be part of the presale. There are 3 rounds, I remind you: seed, private, and public. And there is a very interesting algorithm that we'll be following in the presale. The algorithm, which, whether you want or not, the price of the coin is going to grow. And there will be 2 factors. You see, seed round, the starting price is 0.04 and will go to 0.06 in the same round. by the end of the round, the price will be 0.06 anyway. In the second round, it will start with a 0.06 and will reach 0.08. And the second round starts with 0.08 and until 0.1. How this price is going to go up? Everything is super easy. There are two factors. First factor, 1 hour. Every hour, no matter what happens, every hour, the price from 0.04 will rise for the next 2 weeks. In the 14 days, the price will go up every hour. And at the end of the day 14, if everything goes by the plan, then by the end of day 14, the price will be 0.06. But there is a second factor that can speed up this factor many, many times. Can happen all these 2 weeks, can be congested into 2 days, into 1 day. Like if we have 148,000 coins to sell, if they get sold up in 1 minute, then the price goes up. Then the next price is up there. So it can close up not in 1 hour, but in 1 minute. So as soon as we sell up this amount of 140 or 150 million, can be sold up in a matter of 1 day. And then the price will go up from 0.04 to 0.06 right away. So it's quite clear how the price will go up. You need to react fast. You need to try to be among the first buyers, because the next volume that will be bought will raise the price. And you should understand that each closure of that price point will increase your capital. These two things are quite self-evident, and the price of the listing is, even in the last round, for people, they will be buying at 10 cents. Even the last people will be buying it at 10%, but the listing price will be 30 cents. It's already 3 times bigger than the worst price in the public round. I can add one thing here. There is one important thing to remember. If we're saying that the listing price is 0.30, it doesn't mean that all of you will be able to sell it at 0.30 right away. And it doesn't mean that it's going to hold. It doesn't mean that it's a guaranteed price at 0.3. It's going to be listed at 0.3. And onwards, we cannot predict how the market will behave. The market will show. Now we're doing our work to make sure that it goes up. Because when the crypto market realizes what stands behind us and how we are doing this, what strategies we're building, then many people won't be willing to sell their coins, and they will like to hold them and buy more from the market. And there are other interesting strategies. All the crypto guys know about them who participate in pre-sales, because when they enter the market, always there's some jump up and then dip up, and that's where they buy up. They realize that this bounce off happens and people start selling, and there might be a dip in price, but the smart people buy more during the dip of the price. What can I add here? I can say that don't make any calculations based on this listing price of 0.3, like I'm going to sell it at 0.3. The market will show. We're trying to make sure that it doesn't go down. It will go up, not 0.3, but maybe even up to $1. It can happen because our strategy is a bit different. If we take DexNet token, we have listed it and we forgot about it, and we start to focus on our services. Here we're going to enter from a different side. There will be a crypto community. We're going to enter the cryptocurrency world from different sides, and we'll be everywhere. Everybody will know about this. That is why this is an important thing to remember, and we need to understand that. Next, an important thing: to participate in the pre-sale, you need to buy NFT. Once again, NFT does not mean that you are going to pay somebody something. You buy NFT to get access to all allocations, to get some other advantages. I will tell you more about them. But most importantly is that the money raised by the sale of NFT will go to the liquidity for the coin. And that it's quite a reasonable math. There's NFT, and we get a pool for liquidity that is put forward on the market and we see how to regulate it and hold it. There can be different strategies. Nobody can, of course, give you guarantees with that, because market is market. Whoever says that they can hold something on the market clearly guarantees something that if I enter it, I can hold it at a $1 price or a 30-cent price. It's just empty talk. Nobody can provide any guarantees. Nobody can guarantee any prices on the market. The market acts or behaves in such a way that it's unpredictable. Next, if you buy NFTs, then you enjoy a number of privileges. One of them is access to allocations. Access to allocation, but you need to realize that if you have access to allocation, doesn't mean that you will have this allocation. You get access, it opens up, but if you don't use it up and the rounds will close up, all the volumes are sold up, will have just opened allocation and won't use it, and it will just burn. That is why you buy NFT. If you buy NFT, then you have access to it. If you are not using it, it's your problem. But NFT gives you not only allocation, NFT gives you many other privileges as well. First thing is allocation. Second thing is that you participate in airdrops. After all the rounds, there will be coin airdrop, and you participate in this coin airdrop with NFT. There can be people who will be able to buy NFT just for the airdrop, because NFT costs $100, but it will be the biggest airdrop that will happen there with NFT. It will be really large for our ecosystem. That's why this airdrop, at a certain moment in time, when there will be listing and nobody knows where the price will go, perhaps this airdrop will be valued at much higher price point than $100, and people will be using this NFT just to get access to airdrop. But you have allocation, you have airdrop, you have allocations for the subsequent projects that will be coming to our blockchain that will be listed there, providing some allocations. And we'll share all those allocations with those people who own NFT. A role in Discord, those people who know and love Discord, they will have a role there, and one ticket for the next company's event. One person gets one ticket, and you cannot give it to third parties. You can simply take and show that you have an NFT, and then you get access to that event, whatever event we organize on behalf of the blockchain or the company. What is important to understand? I've mentioned it before, but I'll remind you. If you bought NFT, you have access to allocation to $500. If we do it within 14 days, you have 7 days to use up your NFT. But if we move up quickly, if all the allocations are bought up very quickly, then you have to react accordingly, because your allocation can burn when the round is over. Then you won't be able to use your allocations. Next bonus is very important for you. If you're buying 3 NFTs and are using 3 allocations for $500, then you will get a bonus, additional bonus in form of the coin, 5,000 coins. 5,000 coins as a bonus if you simply buy 3 NFTs and 3 allocations. And this is the maximum that you can buy. One person can buy maximum 3 NFTs and 3 allocations. And if you do all of that, you will get additional 5,000 coins as a bonus in round 1. In the second round, it will be 10,000. In the third round, 15,000, because allocations change. In the second and third, there will be minimum 1,000, and second will be maximum 2,000. Next important thing, each person, before that we were discussing promo codes, every person will have a promo code. To get this promo code, first, you will need to fill in that template, the form that you have to fill in until April 4th, as we mentioned at the beginning. Put in all your personal data. Everything will be recorded and stored in our system. But subsequently, if you want to offer somebody else to participate in this allocation or buy this NFT, then you'll have to move to the site of the Launchpad pre-sales site and synchronize yourself with that wallet there that you're going to mention in the that you're using in the distributor's company. You need to synchronize that wallet with this page, and ever since then you will start getting your personal promo code. And that personal promo code can be shared with other people and friends who want to enter and buy NFT and participate in the pre-sale. And if you do it, and if people use this promo code, they will get X2 of the airdrop. So ×2 of the airdrop. And if they use your promo code, then they will get ×2 to the airdrop that we promised. It's an important thing to remember. And there is a very good motivation why people would put in my promo code. If I give them my promo code, they will ask, why should I use your promo code? I would tell you, if you want to have ×2 airdrop, then you could put in. If you don't want ×2 airdrop, then you're free not to do that. So you give them promo code and they get ×2 airdrop. Those people who own Dex nodes, we already mentioned it, they can get access to allocation without buying NFT for each round. In the first round, you will have allocation for $500. In the second round, allocation for $1,000, and the third round, $2,000. And it's a very good motivator, I think. Next, those people who will be promoting and telling about NFTs and allocations will also have some small bonuses. They will have some commission, so to say. If I sold some NFT, I can make money on this NFT. If I sold this money, and I can make like then 75 and 50. But in the third round, when there will be third public round, it's already a mass round and public round. Everybody, all the community will be talking about this. Here you will have additional 5% in USDT from the sale in allocations. If I sold NFT and I make 10% from the NFT sale, and if I sold allocation, if people buy allocation, I get 5% of that. If they bought it for $2,000, I make $100 right away. This way, it's going to work, and that's how the pre-sale is going to be organized. If you have questions about this, we have a list of questions already prepared. We can go through that list, or if there are some questions in the chat, we can also take some of those questions, but we still have time, right? We are into this meeting for 50 minutes already. Yes, thank you, Igor. If everything is understandable, give us some fire signs, please. Let's take some questions. Maybe we can go through the screen sharing too, because I was a bit confused that there was a, when I asked the question, where do you understand where to put the information about your wallet, I saw a lot of ones or twos instead of tens. Let me start up the screen and show to you exactly what you need to do in the first stage. First, this option is available only to our community of people. You enter your personal DexNet cabinet or back office, go to the pre-sale tab, and here you put in the email from your back office of the marketing company, not the email from the back office of DexNet.one. If they're the same emails, that's okay. But if they're different, then put in the marketing company's email, okay? Next, Dex ID, and then your BEP20 address. Then click on submit. That's it. That's enough. That's the first step you need to do. And stop at that. And then wait. Wait and observe. The instructions will follow. Okay, now we can start with the questions. I see the some requests from people to include into the time window the 5th of April to fill in all the forms. I don't know whether it makes sense to make it available for April 5th as well, because we need to process all this data. I wouldn't be doing it, in fact. Guys, please understand, we have 4 days. Today is April 2nd, 1st, April 2nd, April 3rd, and April 4th. In 4 days, I'm sure you can deliver all this information to your partners. Especially, we're going to share this information on the official resources. I see guys are writing to us that there is an error in the email. Please make sure that you put in the right email address. If there is an error somewhere, go to the tech support. They will help you with that. I guess 4 days will be enough for you to put in this, fill in this 3 boxes. Dex ID is our Dex ID. Okay, guys, I see that it's hard for some of you to understand. Okay, if there is something for you too hard to understand, because I see some of the questions which are about the basic level of understanding, or rather lack of basic understanding. If you don't understand what you're going into, don't go there. Participate only in those things that you understand about, okay? The main questions coming from the Google form, let's go through them, and then we'll return to the chat. I've looked at, while Igor was doing the presentation, I've looked at all those questions. Most of them can boil down to the basic ones. First question, what happens with the DMC, with the Huracan? And why? DexSafe on the DMC balance, some people have zero, others have something more than zero. Some people even allow themselves to write some complaints, their own personal considerations about this. I'm talking to those people who want to air their suffering. I'm sorry for this ask for advice, but the best thing is to ask, because people, whenever you ask, people can lie to you or tell you the truth. Even if they lie to you, it will come up later. So please don't complain, say that, okay, we got hijacked or something. No. In my personal Telegram channel, I was clearly describing everything what is happening. Let me try to explain it once again. I realize, of course, that there is some there was a solar eclipse, and people, some who are prone to the effects of the solar eclipse, might have some side effects. Maybe I'm also having side effects here. What's happening with DMC? First important thing to remember, DMC has been deployed on our blockchain. Blockchain is located in DexNet in the test form. We haven't connected our validators to it yet. Blockchain has been deployed on fully 100%. Dex knows that we control. It means that with that blockchain, we can do whatever we want. Now, we are still working on it. Sometimes we are rebooting it. The DexSafe wallet just shows what is happening in the blockchain. Your coins are not in the DexSafe. They're in the blockchain that DexSafe is connected to, that they retrieve all the data from. So if you are having some zeros there, or please wait for a couple of days more. We are still working on the blockchain. If all of a sudden, by the end of our work, your balance is not in line with the originals, please write to the tech support and guys will harmonize it. Just yet, the validating DEX nodes are under our full control. We can do these things, but after we connect it, even in testnet, if we connect 500 plus validators, then it will be simply impossible to do. And after we go to mainnet, then forget it. Even if we really want to, we won't be able to do anything with the blockchain, neither to reboot it or change it or anything else. That is why, guys, once again, if there are some problems with DNC token, please give us a couple of days. We'll end up the development work, and you will see that the balances will be updated, and you will see of them. If they're not updated, then call tech support, and they will verify it, and you will get your balances rectified. Next thing, where are my tapped tokens? I've already answered that. Next question, when finally I will be able to exchange them for something valuable? At the previous, or the one before the previous AMA sessions, Igor showed our marketplace. Of course, we're taking some time, and some people want to use their DNCs to buy some things, and maybe there is some unwarranted urge in the marketplace. Very soon, very, very soon indeed, you'll be able to exchange your DMCs to the merchandise or the services or DexNet tokens. I can tell you right away, there won't be exchange one-to-one to DexNet token. It's physically impossible, because the holders of DNC tokens, the amount of DNC tokens available on the market is more than 3 trillion, guys, trillion. And there are just 3 billion DexNet tokens, so we cannot exchange them one-to-one. Moreover, in 100% we cannot do it like this, because our task was to test the blockchain. We have tested the blockchain, and we thank you by the DNC tokens that nobody is going to steal from you. Of course, I guess you have noticed that we're doing honest and fair business, and whatever promises we make, we keep them, even if we do it with some delay in time. So these DMC tokens will be able, you will be able to replace them, or rather exchange them for the merchandise or the services. But I can tell you that would be better to buy those services with them. If you realize or understand that what I'm talking about here, give us some plus signs, please. I will add a few more notes here. I see a lot of plus signs. Then it means that people understand. The DNC tokens have been tapped by people with the understanding, those people who did understand it, that it's just a game and a participation in the game. Just a free of charge set of tokens that people tapped for. Some people tapped whole days for them. Some other people were using this moment, doing some random tapping. That is why try to imagine, we just distributed those tokens. We didn't get anything in return because we just gave people this opportunity. But at the same time, we are prepared to give you something in return. I guess it should be properly appreciated, right? Our decision to give you something in return, something in reality that is tangible, that is valuable. We will have to pay for that, of course, whatever will be offering on the marketplace, and what you'll be able to do with DNC, it costs money for us. And of course, we're going to use our budgets and invest into it to make sure that we keep our promises, and we'll keep our promises. But please take it with understanding. And we have already explained what happens with DNC and why marketplace is a bit delayed, because we need to remove the card function from the DexSafe and do it from the wallet, and all the balances will be synchronized, and will launch the marketplace on the parallel with that. You'll be able to use your DNC. Nobody is going to steal these DNCs from you. We don't forget about it. We are working on it. Most importantly, you need to realize that all the balances are there. They will be updated and synchronized. All is safe. Stay assured. This one's, hopefully, you have full understanding of what we are trying to explain to you here. Yes, thank you, Igor. Now, guys, let's go through the list of questions. Those that will repeat, the repetitive questions, I'll skip. Like the DNC questions, I put them into a single answer, and I hope I have explained it for you. I'm reading it the way it is. Hello, Alexey and Igor. Thank you. And thank your teams for your work and input. How can I be useful for the development and scale up of the DexNet technology? Tell me, please, do you have a general understanding how validators are going to be rewarded, like once a week, once a month, once a quarter? I'm going to, whether all these coins rewarded will be sellable right away or not. A bit closer to mainnet will tell you exactly how it is going to be organized. Now, what I'm going to tell you, please don't take it with a grain of salt, but we expect to do it once every day. Maybe we'll change it later, but closer to mainnet will give you an exact set of rules. We still await an important stage that we haven't started yet. That would be almost sneezed. Okay, it is the testing and a testnet with a participation of 500 validators. We're just approaching that stage now. Hello, are you planning to sell more validators keys? With a probability of about 70%, no. But there's still 30% of the probability that yes, but we'll give you an exact answer after the testing with the existing validators will be over. The idea is that the more validators we have, the slower the transactions in the blockchain will be processed, no matter how paradoxical it sounds. That is why we need to choose the golden mean between the maximum decentralization, but at the same time not to go down on the throughput capacity with the leading blockchains on the market. So we're going to finalize the testing with the 500 validators. And we realize that with this number of validators, the throughput speed is still competitive. We can add a few more validators. If we see that we have reached the ceiling, then maybe we'll call it a day. A lot of questions about DNC. Hello, I would like to buy one more DEX node, but on Binance I cannot buy USDTs. Where can I find it? Sophia, it's better for you to go to the person who recommended you this opportunity. USDT is available not only on Binance. You can find it elsewhere. People will help you with buying it. There are some provocative political questions. Guys, the guy is subscribed by VVP from the capital city. I'm not going to answer your question if you don't mind. Igor is asking next question. On which exchange are you going to do the listing? Igor, at the previous MA session, answered this question that we are going to list at the top 10 top tier exchanges, but with which exact exchanges we're going to list it, we're not going to name the names now. Like, we're still negotiating with them. And because if we name the name, it can worsen our negotiation strategy. And the second question from Igor, the tokens that are going to distribute the airdrops, are they going to be frozen or readily available right after listing? Igor, if you don't mind, I will transfer to you. Airdrops that are going to be distributed, those tokens are going to work based on the same algorithm like in the round that I described previously. For instance, if you participated in the seed round, they will work the same way as with the seed, the same algorithm. In other words, if it were a second round, that will be second round rules. So airdrop will participate also in the same algorithm of tokenomics. For instance, if I participated in seed round, I get airdrop in NFT to NFT, and those coins, 5% will be available to me, and 95% will be distributed throughout 12 months cliff, unfrozen 1/12 at a time, in the same way like it works in the round where you bought allocation. Thank you, Igor. Cryptograph is writing the next question. How did you mention to make the initial price on the listing at 0.3? Well, in fact, we did our own math and calculation there. It was our preliminary calculation on the revenues from the sale of NFTs and the sales of allocations, and based on the exact calculations from each one of the seed rounds. Each seed round, we already know the exact starting and end price of the round. So based on all this data, we decided to start listing at 0.3. Why not another price? I've already answered this question. The same person is asking the question, how low can the coin go after the listing? It's impossible to predict. It can go to any level, because when it's listed, everything depends on the reaction of crypto community and what is the sentiment of crypto community. If their idea was to enter it and sell it at the listing moment, of course, there will be too much pressure on the coin value. It might go down. But if the crypto community during the pre-sale see the more prospects of the blockchain, realize that it makes sense to hold it, then of course it can go up. It's the market and anything can happen. Will there be 100% blockchain with the listing? Yes, of course. Mikhail Yurievich is asking next question. Maybe it makes sense to enter with my main amount at the listing point and convert everything to the token while it's still inexpensive. Well, if Mikhail Yurievich, it's your idea, what do you want me to answer you? It might be an interesting strategy. Yes, it might be. It might be. Mikhail Yurievich continues, and then wait for the correction of the value of the coin and then buy some at the dip price. I will be honest with you. If the value will be corrected, but if the value is not going to be corrected, then try to imagine. I'm going to tell you now what you think is better. And if its value is not corrected, it goes up, then Alexey, you said that will be corrected, and I wanted to buy up more. Then there will be no such an opportunity for you. So it will be. So my uh, recommendation will be ill-advised then. But the strategy makes sense, I think. Mikhail Yurievich continues with the questions. It might happen that in the first round will be closed up in a couple of minutes and most people's allocations will burn. Yes, it can happen. It can happen. We had such experience as well in the past when validation keys were sold up within 40 seconds, less than 1 minute. 500 validators pulled them up. But if the round runs up and the allocations will dry up, and then you'll be able to participate in the second round only. Yes, Anton is asking. Cliff is the period during which the tokens are blocked. Listing is the gradual deblocking of tokens. Can you tell us exactly by months how the tokens are going to be deblocked? You wrote everything. Cliff is the period through which the tokens are blocked, and the listing is the period of gradual deblocking, and listing is done by equal parts. If the listing is 1/12, then all your volume is going to be deblocked by 1/12 every month. So all 12 parts are going to be fully unblocked in 12 months, in 1 year. If you want a more detailed description, please write in chat, then just describe the context so I understand what part of the question it is. Novruz Ahmedov is asking next question. When the bonuses are going to be credited through the partnership program? Right away. Bonuses, everything will work on the blockchain, and bonuses will be credited right away for the sale of NFT and sale of allocations. But in the first two rounds, you will sell NFT, you will get the bonuses, you'll be able to withdraw them right away. Everything through the smart contract. Navruz continues. Alexey, March 30th, in your channel in DexNetChain, you wrote about privileges and opportunities of NFT. You declared the participation airdrop of DexNetChain coin for the buying of NFTs in all 3 rounds. Each NFT gives you opportunities in each round. If you buy it in the first round, you get airdrop attached to that NFT. Each NFT gives you an airdrop. Depending on how many NFTs you own, so many drops you will have. So yes. Okay, I will continue. But there is not a separate document that would regulate the specific conditions of doing such an airdrop and benefits of participation in it. Can you please write up a specific document about the airdrop for the clarity? What is the general number of coins that will be distributed through airdrop? How those coins are going to be credited for one bought NFT? The conditions of delocking and everything. Alexey, you made a promise, which is very important, that relates to absolute majority of people who want to participate in the preferential sales of NFTs. We want you to keep the promises. It wasn't Navruz, it was Oleg Zvika from Ternopil, Ukraine, who wrote it. Oleg, I will answer your question. Because of this simple reason, we wanted to stay a promise unkept. We cannot have such documents in place because the size of coins allocated for airdrop is going to be understood only when we'll do the sales of NFTs and when we'll buy. I stop reasoning already by the evening. So depending on how it's going to be arranged, only then we'll be able to understand how much airdrop is going to be distributed. That's why we do only declaration. Everything will depend on the NFT size. We cannot foresee that we're going to sell, say, 10,000 NFTs or 5,000 NFTs. It's like guesstimating. So when we will be done with the rounds, we'll see how many NFTs have been sold, and only then will allocate certain number of coins for all those NFTs. But airdrop will be there anyway, and it will be distributed throughout all NFTs. Oleg, I just want to make you understand that how it usually happens with blockchains launched. Similar model, NFT is sold, airdrop is done in a randomized way among the holders of NFTs. In other words, some people will have it, others won't, depending on the idea of the developers. Here we're promising that everybody will get this airdrop who will buy NFT, but how much exactly depends on how many from the NFT holders will be people from our community, because the our community people will have a double airdrop. How much of it will be used based on the partnership code? Because with the application of the promo code, there will also be the doubling of the airdrop. So it will be very hard to predict now, because later on it will take me against my word that you promised this. So we will be talking only what we can really promise. Igor Melnik is writing next. Please tell when are you going to distribute the airdrop between the participants? Is it going to be credited fully to the wallet or 1/12 at a time as usual? Everything will work according to the algorithm of the pre-sale. So right away, there will be 5% that you will be able to claim, and then 1/12 at a time, depending on which round you participated in. And the second question from Igor Melnik, the number of distributed airdrops will depend on the price of the bought NFT, or will be distributed independent of the price of NFT, equal for all. It's not going to depend on the price of NFT, because every NFT is connected to each round. And each round, there are different conditions and different starting prices for the closure of allocation. That's why it will be evenly distributed among all participants. Elena Botnari is asking the next question. Those people who own a DEX node and they will buy one allocation for 500 USDT, will they get airdrop for DexSafe wallet? They will get it to the wallet that they will mention. If it is a DexSafe wallet, that it will be DexSafe wallet. Another question. I think that was the question about airdrop. Those people who own DEX node, they are not part of airdrop. They will participate in the allocation. There's a tricky question. I understand. Yes, you will get access to airdrop only if you have access to allocation only. But if you want to participate in the airdrop that we described here, you need to buy NFT. That's a different story, because in fact, there's a certain math and tokenomics attached to it. If you're buying NFT, then you participate in the airdrop. If not, then you have access to allocation only. Yes, Elena, I'm sorry for misunderstanding your question. Airdrop goes to only NFT buyers. DEX nodes, DEX node holders won't have it. Okay, after 2-3 years of waiting of the growing rate of coin, can I sell my whole amount from this wallet if you get it from airdrop? And by the end of the listing of 1/12 and 12 months have passed, of course, the whole amount will be readily available to you. Of course, you'll be able to sell it at any exchange. Not at 1/12 at a time, as was suggested in the second year. Yes, exactly. And another question about the increase of the price of blockchain coin or DexNet token. I know, doesn't matter. I will read on. So if we compare blockchain Tron, Terra X coin still costs 0.22 USDT. 5 years ago, it was 0.05. Capitalization is one top of the 10. Although 5 years ago, it was on the third place. And in our case, we were planning to enter the market with 0.3 USDT. Yes, Yelena, and we continue to plan it. Why is it so? Compared to Terra X, how do you capitalize it, and how can you guarantee that it's going to increase by many axes and will not stay in the same 0.5, 0.3 USDT? Okay, let's start from the end. of your question. Oh, you're going to take this question, Igor. Okay, you start, I will continue. Okay, I will start with the end part of your question. What are the guarantees? Unfortunately, Yelena, so it happens in this world that the only guarantee we have is that all of us, one day or another, will die. There are no other guarantees in this world. I know whether I'm going to wake up alive tomorrow, and many people cannot guarantee it either. But guarantees are two different things. You're asking for such guarantees from us, which by definition neither Igor nor I can give you, because we're no gods. We cannot guarantee anything. We are going to put in good faith in it, our good work. As far as Tron is concerned, I'm going to switch it over to you, Igor. Yes, it's a wrong comparison if we compare Tron and us. Why? Because if you could take BNB coin and compare it to us, then it will be a much fairer comparison, because Tron, by definition, Tron doesn't have such a big ecosystem, and Tron is developing as a separate blockchain. If you see the integrations with different platforms and blockchains, they're organized like that. So it's a total different story when there is only one blockchain behind the coin and nothing else. If we compare BNB, then BNB have what? They have an exchange, centralized exchange, right? They have their crypto wallet. These two things that they're developing with for more than 10 years. So here, the comparison is quite clear and understandable. When we speak about the blockchain bolstered by eco structure, because why Tron is being used? Because commission there was lower than with the Ether, and Tron came in and they showed that the commission can stay lower. Yes, they were integrated into USDT, but doesn't change things. That's why they don't have such a growth rate there, because it's only at the blockchain to create a transaction at the lowest possible commission. Here, try to compare the diagram. I see that you know what you're talking about. Take the same theory like you used with Tron and try to compare it to BNB and see how BNB was developing with just two products. First, the exchange and the wallet that many people don't even know. The Trust Wallet belongs to Binance. So they have two products there. And what ecosystem was developed around this, and how they raised the price from a few cents to $600 or even higher at a certain moment in time of their coin. So compare us to such coins who have something behind them, who have an infrastructure and ecosystem, who build everything on EVL basis, because EVM is the biggest area or crypto system. And on EVM, people can build big structures and companies. That's why if we compare it, it would be the wrong comparison if we compare us to Tron, because there is nothing that could push the value up, because it was created in the first place to create the lowest commissions. And BNB, it's a different story because they have different products, but we have more products than BNB. And we'll have our own exchange, Dex Exchange, and we already have our wallet that you can start using. So take the whole infrastructure, and then you'll understand what I'm talking about here. If we say that Binance Smart Chain, with even two products, they managed to increase the price by many dozens times than with our infrastructure. If we subdivide it to 2 or 3 times less expectation than they did, it could also be very, very profitable. Take my word for it that our ecosystem is going to be very robust around this. And that's the question going to each influencer, every crypto expert who are asking us about our blockchain. Who are you going to attract? For what purpose? We have very big interaction with different companies, with those people who are developing, game developers, like who they're going to be invited as well. The whole infrastructure that will keep developing. And each one of those infrastructures, they need a coin to do what? To create transactions, to transfer transactions, right? And those coins and the ecosystem around transactions is going to create demand for the coin. It's going to be, its value will go up. So you can compare ourselves to Tron. Thank you. Igor? Anastasia Arlov is asking next question. Hello. I have the following question. rather dilemma. My partner owns a DEX node, but it's not a validating DEX node. We have a small budget and big uncertainty. Tell us, please, what is the better thing to buy? 3 NFTs by $100 with allocations for 1,500 total, or buy the second DEX node and 3 NFTs without using allocation? What is better? We did different calculations, so we still cannot decide which option is best. Thank you for your tip. Anastasia, I can honestly answer to your question by saying that I cannot answer your question properly. I will explain why, because there are too many variables in your decision-making process. The easiest way is to go to tap your intuition. Usually, ladies have much better intuition than boys. So listen to your heart, what it tells you. Or I can ask other guys, what kind of advice can you give to Anastasia in the chat so that she would take your advice and act accordingly. Another thing to add here, that Tron has 95 billion suppliers and circulation on the market, right? We have just 1 billion emission, total emission 1 billion, which is going to be feeding the market. That is also a telling sign on the market, on the market price. Thank you, Igor. Dmitry is asking the next question. Are you going to credit bonus tokens to DEX node owners for closing 3 allocations? Dmitry, I will answer this question. That question was asked in the previous AMA session. I promise that we'll try to do the math with Igor and provide you with the answer. Unfortunately, not. No. Guys, it will look this way. You hold 1 DEX node that will have 1 allocation. So you won't be able to close 3 allocations. If you have 3 DEX nodes, yes, you'll be able to close 3 allocations, but you won't have the bonus 5,000 coins, because here for our calculation, we take into consideration how many NFTs have been sold. We'll use it to make sure that during the listing, there will be too much pressure on the value so that the token doesn't go too low in value. At a certain moments, we'll be able to buying it up. So basically, I'm sorry, it's not tokens, coins. There will be too many coins owned by people. It would be hard for us to buy them up. So it's a promo that will work only if you buy NFTs. Ayat Khan from Kazakhstan. Next question, a total of 4 questions. First, will I be able to buy to my wallet if I own DEX node to my allocation from DEX node for 500 USDT and then buy 3 more USDTs and get 3 more NFTs? Yes, you'll be able to buy 3 more NFTs. Then you'll get access to a 1,500 USDT value, right? Igor, you want to say something? Yes, I just want to say 500 will be connected to DEX node, and then 3 more NFTs that will be separate. So basically, you'll have a total of $2,000 allocation and 3 NFTs if you own a DEX node, and 5,000 coins will be distributed among you. Second question. When I put in the promo code, it says let's multiply airdrop by 2. Which airdrop are you talking about here? Is it part of the airdrop for buying 3 NFTs and using up allocations? This airdrop relates to all the bought NFTs. If we're talking about double airdrop, okay, I'm going then to reveal some secrets that I wouldn't want to. Okay, the airdrop, it will be double valued airdrop for the same NFTs that were bought up with promo code. You will just get double airdrop. If I want to get double airdrop, I get a promo code from my friend. I put it in, I buy after that NFT, after putting in the the promo code, and for that promo code bought NFT, I will get double airdrop. If you bought NFT without promo code, then it will be a regular airdrop without the double value. And this is an important thing why we cannot right away tell you how much will be distributed for each NFT, because we don't know how many people will use promo codes, how many people will buy 3 NFTs. A lot will depend on the end cycle of the round. We'll look at the number of NFTs, we do the math, and then credit the airdrops to all those NFTs. Thank you, Igor. Alit Khan is asking next question. The buying of NFTs will be done in BEP20? Yes. When preparing for pre-sale rounds, it's better to keep USDT on DexSafe. Yes. The best way is to keep it on DexSafe or any other crypto wallet. DexSafe is the best, of course, but not on the account of a crypto exchange for sure, because the withdrawal might take some time, especially in the first round. The speed is important, and God forbid if the exchange blocks your transactions, will ask for KYC or something else, it will be tricky for you. So please use non-custodial wallets. DexSafe is the best. And the question is very important here. Please explain, are we talking about the advantages for the DexNode owners? Yes, this is the exclusive preference for DexNode owners. It will work only for the people who own DEX nodes. All other people will follow the regular procedure. They go to the pre-sale page and go through all the steps there. Yes, during the opening of the pre-sale, we'll show you the page, which page will give you the address of the web page. You will enter it, and having the full instruction, full understanding how to do it, you'll do it. Now, we're talking exclusively about our community. And our task here is to make sure that you have the opportunity to participate in the pre-sale and close it up and fill up all the allocations. Vyacheslav is writing, when I'm buying coins without NFTs, the DexNode owners will need a key, right? No, Vyacheslav. The format that we have prepared now, where you leave the wallet, that will be the replacement of what you need to use the key. Where to get it from? In Dex Freedom or Personal Cabinet. Yes, I've answered this already. To buy the coins, where do I put it? If you don't have the answer, then who can help me with the answer then? Thank you. So these questions were prepared before the AMA session. That's why, Vyacheslav, I hope you have received answers to your questions already in the course of this AMA session. Andrei Sergeyev is writing, is there a need to buy coins? If I don't buy those coins, will I be able to exchange the tokens that I have now that my DEX node is mining? A small correction, your DEX nodes don't mine anything. Your DEX nodes do not mine anything. They're distributed by smart contract for the assignments that are performed by the DEX nodes. And now I'll try to understand what you were implying by your question. Is there a need to buy coins? Well, it depends on whether you think they're important or not. I would have bought it. If I don't buy it, will I be able to exchange the tokens that I have now? Yes, you will be able. Now I understand. Until the DexNet tokens are placed on Binance Smart Chain, for you to do any transaction, doesn't really matter for the exchange or just transfer from one wallet to another, you need a native mother coin, BNB. As soon as we transfer DexNet token to our blockchain, you will need our mother native coin of our blockchain. We don't mention exactly how it is going to be called. A bit later we'll tell you, because some names are used now conditionally, right? A bit later you'll understand why. That is why, yes, you will need to have some amount of coins to do the transactions in DexNet. You'll be able to get them on airdrop by buying NFTs or by closing allocation, being able to participate in the pre-sale even before the release of the coin on the market, or a bit later, whenever you need one, for a few cents or a few dozens of cents, you'll be able to buy the coins on the exchange to do the transactions in DexNet tokens. Lara Lukianov is asking the next question. I have 3 back offices. Each one of them is connected to the DEX node, but I have one wallet. For which amount can I buy coins? For only 500 USDT in seed rounds, or 3 times for 500 USDTs? You can buy for one DEX node, you can close only one allocation. Doesn't matter which round. If it is the first round, yes, it can be under 500 USDT for each DEX node. If it is 3 accounts in DexNet.1, then you will have the same ID and the same email in a distributor's company, or different ones. So for the same wallet, by mentioning this wallet in your personal cabinet or back office of DexNet.1, see, my tongue is twisted here. I suggest we wrap it up already, because there are too many questions left. Okay, we have 3 questions left here, and then we'll switch over to the chat, or rather questions from 3 people. Anyway, it's quite manageable. Alexander Verhovtsov, if I'm right in pronouncing your name. Hello. In what currency and network are you going to buy? We will be buying NFTs. USDT BEP20. Yes, we've answered it before. Andrei Lovtsov, 3 questions. Hello, dear Alexey and Igor. I have 3 questions. It would be great if you could answer them. First, what number of NFTs of all 3 types have been released? Don't you expect them to be totally sold out, like with the validation keys? No, there won't be total sold out. They can be sold out of allocations on the number of coins. Second question. There can be minted quickly, no matter how many we need, they can be easily minted. There are only restrictions on the allocations and the amount of coins sold in each round. Those people who manage to do it, they will be able to use up those allocations. Yes, thank you, Igor. Igor, if you want to, you can switch over and we'll end up with the questions. Yes, I have an important phone call to make, so I'll have to leave you for now. I'll need to speak to important guys who want to cooperate with us. So I'm thanking everybody. I'm wishing everybody good evening. I'll see you at our next meeting. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you, Igor. Now I'm going to do the remainder of the question, and then I will start with the chat questions. Okay, question number 2. What is the total number of coins an airdrop is acquirable, and which is a guaranteed acquirable amount if you get 3 different NFTs if there is no way to participate in allocations? Okay, let me try to wrap my mind around it. What is the total number of coins in an airdrop can I get? What is the guaranteed amount of coins if I buy 3 NFTs? Yes, Andre, I'm sorry. There is no answer to your question, because the number of coins allocated for airdrops will be understood only after the closure of the rounds. Have you done the audit of tokenomics of the coin? The audit was done internally, but a bit later, if we reach that stage, we'll be able to show you the audit of some external companies as well. But anyway, the teams that we did the audit with, the results already are very promising. And with some of those teams, including legal teams, you'll be able to see our podcasts with them a bit later. More questions. Andre is asking them. Hello, good evening once again. What would you do if you had 700 USDT readily available? How would you spend it? One option is buy 2 NFTs for 100, and the remainder will go to allocations. I will buy 1 NFT for each from each pool, and then buy allocations for 3 different values. Thank you for your honesty and fairness. Thank you, Andre. I would choose the first option that you suggested, because allocation, I can tell you right away, will be much tastier than NFT or airdrop for NFT. To buy all 3 NFTs in all 3 rounds, maybe it makes no sense. Instead, I would have used this 700 USDT, and instead I would have spent it on buying as closing the allocation with that. Yes. In fact, I'd be able to use up the 700 USDT to close 2 allocations, one for the full 500 USDT and the second for the remainder of it. That's how I would do it. And the final question from Google Form, Andrei Gaidukov is asking this. What are the new opportunities provided to us by DexID? Can you be more specific? This is the question coming from my team. Okay, opportunities and solutions. The main thing here is the integration of all our services into the distributors' companies through DexID. The main overarching goal is to, because we create a lot of new services, and those services are going to be promoted both through the distributors' companies and partnership and program and without them. Try to imagine a situation when any user will be able to come to a marketplace or Apple Market, download one of the services, pay for it, and start using it. But if they apply DexID there or your DexID, they will be able to pay for those services at a discount. Additionally, those people who gave them the recommendation will be able to constantly get some commission from that person. Additionally to that, each one of those services won't have the multi-level MLM marketing plan because of it's not going to scare away the clients, and still you'll be able to do eco-friendly business where the services will be sold not from the position of get it from my referral link because I have recommended it to you. It's like not you giving something, but people asking you to give it to them. That because it'll give them additional value because you take care of your client and you give them DexID, allowing them to buy it at discounts. Even if the market will be filled up with some of the services without DexID, you will still be able to enter those clients and tell them, see, you're using Dex Mobile, for instance, but I can make sure that you pay less for that. And because you support that client, yes, now they're going to pay less. The company might underachieve something. Yes, we'll have to pay up to the distributors companies additional bonuses to reward you for this work, where the company again will underachieve it. But I understand that in this case you'll be able to provide some information support to that client in other services as well, and that client eventually might become our reliable and loyal client by using broader range of products. This is the main idea of DexID. How to make a DexID? Fyodor is asking, you don't need to make it. It's given to you already by default in your back office of the distributor's company. You enter it and you can see it there. Guys, I suggest I take another 5-10 minutes. I'm sorry I've paged through all the messages in the chat. If there are some very urgent questions that I haven't covered yet, please write them once again if I have failed to answer them. And then I will try to answer them. Mikhail, I'm preparing to buy a Dex node. It should happen on April 8th or 10th. That means that I won't be able to be part of the procedure. Now I understand. Through DexNet.1. That will be operational, will wind up on April 4th. What would you advise me to do to still get access to these opportunities through the DexNet.1 procedure? Yes, Mikhail, I'm sorry if it happens on April 8th or 10th. By that time, some allocations will be covered and closed up already, like the first one for sure. How I would do it? Anyway, don't take it personally. You know what? I have a rule in my life. Whatever happens to me happens for a reason. That's the way it should happen. And anything that happens in my life is always better, even if I, at this moment in time, understand why it is better. Even if I think that I lost some money, or anyway, with time, it leads to my growth or development or the improvement or betterment of my life. That's why how I would behave if on the 8th or 10th you're planning to buy DexNode, okay, let it be so. If by that time there will still be some allocations, I would have bought NFT and would have participated in one of the allocations. If those allocations will all be closed, then that's the way it should be for you. Then I would wait for you for the token to be listed and maybe buy at a different price there. Evgeny Kholodkov, will there be a staking option for coins? Yes, it will be available on the same page where we'll be closing the allocations. I guess you'll see it, how it's going to happen, either in the manual or on the page itself. Vital is asking which DEX ID is better for 10% or 20%. Yes, if you're talking about the participation and the allocation, then it doesn't matter. Take the one with the 20%, which is your constant one. The one for 10% is the one that you can generate and distribute it among your community. Take the one which is 20%. Alexander is asking the question. At what moment in time validators are going to be rewarded? Alexander, in mainnet. Maybe we'll think up of something in testnet, but I cannot guarantee anything. Everything will depend on how those tests will run. But in mainnet, for sure, of course, there will be validators rewards. Roman is asking the next question. After we send the application for pre-sale, there will be some other promo code issued. What kind of promo code is that, Roman? This is a promo code by which you activated your DexNode in personal cabinet DexNet.1. It's not for you to use this promo code elsewhere, but rather for you to understand, or rather compare. If you have 3 or 5 DexNodes, you see all promo codes and you realize which ones of your DexNodes allow you to participate in allocations without the need to buy NFTs. We could have shown them in numbers there, like you have 1 or 2 allocations or 5 allocations, but we decided to do it in a more visual way so that you will be able to compare it with other DexNodes. Let's say you have 5 DexNodes and we have issued you only 4 allocations, then you will be able to go to tech support and say that I'm lacking something here. Then we'll understand which code of the DexNode is missing. Olga is asking next question. For different price-wise NFTs, there will be different same airdrops. Yes, Olga. The only difference is the first NFT, which is the highest in price. It will have the lowest value for the closure of allocation. So if you're not planning to close the allocation, if you want simply to buy NFTs, then it doesn't matter for you. But look up, please, what else NFTs have to offer. Some of them have some additional bonuses to offer. That's why there is a price difference. Dmitry is asking next question. When will you start to sell NFTs and other things? We'll tell you later, Dmitry, very soon, very soon. Fira is asking the next question. With 3 NFTs, I can get coins for 1,500 right away. There will be 3 allocations for 500 each. You won't be able to cash in all 3 of them right away. There will be 3 separate allocations for you. How quickly, Tatiana is asking, how quickly will it be unlocked in the first month, or the unlocking will start in 1 year from now? Okay, for me not to confuse you with my answer, on the slides, there is a separate part about cliff and vesting. So everything will depend on which cliff you're part of. If it is cliff of 6 months, for instance, it means that upon the expiration of 6 months, the vesting will start 1/12. If cliff is 0, then it means right away. If cliff is 12 months, then after you wait for 12 months, and after 12 months are over, you start getting it 1/12 at a time. So it's not right away. If you're asking the question like this, it starts after 12 months. After 12 months are over, you start getting unlocked amount 1/12 at a time. But depending on which part of the round of pre-sale you participate in, there will be certain volume made available to you right away without the cliff. As soon as we part of the exchange listing in the first round, it will be 5, then 8, then 10%. If I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong because we need to look it up in the slides. In other words, if you buy NFT for 100 USDT in the first round, then the 15% will be made available to you not in 1 year from now, but right away. In 1 year from now, the whole amount will be distributed in equal portions, 1/12 at a time. Evgeny Holatkov, when are you going to start the pre-sale? A bit later, we'll make the announcement. Not earlier than the 4th of April, because we'll be collecting all the data about the wallets until the 4th of April. Then we'll need some time to put in all this information in smart contracts. Then we'll make the official announcement of the pre-sale. Igor is writing, can we change in our blockchain the addresses of our wallets? On our blockchain, change addresses of the wallets. I don't understand your question, Igor, because the address created in the blockchain is only one and unique. You can add more ones if I understood your question correctly. If not, please specify. Another person is writing, 500 validators are much easier to find and affect or influence the work of the blockchain. How would you comment it? Try to find them. Try to do that. After that, we'll talk, okay? 500 validators who are located in 57 different countries. I already have narrowed down for you. It sounds simple, but it's very, very difficult. For your understanding, just look at the sheer number of nodes participating in Binance Smart Chain, much less than 500, and still they can find all of them. Mikhail, I understood you. Alexey, thank you. Vladislav, hello. Why don't you increase the time in rounds from 1 hour to 2-3 hours? Vladislav, well, that's how we mathematically calculated it. I see no point in doing it for 2 or 3 hours for each round. And the same relates to 148,000 coins to increase it to 1 million. Well, that was our math model, Vladislav. Dmitry is writing next question. So the DEX node owner gets the promo code somewhere to buy NFTs, right? Or goes to the sponsor to get X2. So DEX node owner gets the promo code somewhere to buy NFTs, or goes to the sponsor to get the promo code. Moderators, please make a screenshot of Dmitry Bugai's question. So not to confuse you with my answer, I will answer it either in my Telegram channel. You can find me by Kedo, 4 letters, or at the next AMA session, okay? It's a good question. It's just that I need to understand all the ramifications of my answers. Gennady, next question. If I buy NFT diamond, 3 once, and can I buy coins? It's 5 allocations for 500 each. Three different transactions, 3 allocations. Okay, moderators, please take this question as well, so that I verify the answer and make sure that I answered correctly. Siley is writing the next question. After listening to the 3rd AMA session, I decided not to participate. Well, you're honest. It's your decision. I respect it. Mikhail is writing the next question. I filled in the pre-sale. I get the promo code. What is it for? I already answered it. It's not a promo code, or rather it is a promo code with which you have activated a DexNet .1 Dex node. You don't need it. You just you need it to understand which specific Dex node gives you the right for allocation. Alexey, next question. Alexey, good evening. On what date are you planning to start selling allocations for NFTs? Thank you. Alexey will make the announcement a bit later. And a user is asking next question. The key is active when the DEX node is being delivered. Can I make it? I know how to answer your question. Dex nodes are delivered now in a matter of few days, 2-3 days. If your Dex node is being delivered, then by 4th it should receive it. Then Pavel is asking next question. Dex node is connected to the number of the wallet. Can I mention that? You can mention any number of the wallet, not necessarily the one which is connected to the Dex wallet. Most importantly, it should be part of the, it should be the exchange wallet. Okay. Wait a second. Okay, I'll take a couple of more questions and that's it. Okay. And we'll end it up. Okay, so the Dex node owner takes a promo code somewhere to buy NFTs or goes to the sponsor. I think I went back to the previous question. I already copied this. I will answer it separately. iPhone is writing, I still don't understand what is NFT allocation, why we need them in the first place. Okay, NFT is a key that gives you a possibility to get access to allocation. Allocation is limited by the maximum number of, or rather maximum value of coins available for purchase. What is the meaning of that? Say, NFT costs 100 USDT. By buying it for 100 USDT, you get access to 3 allocations to the number of coins equal to 500 USDT, depending on which moment in time you close allocation, because in the first round, the price will go up depending on each hour that you're part of it, or each closure, almost 140, 150,000 to be exact, the number of bought up coins. So allocation is a possibility to buy a certain amount of coins. Andres is writing the answer. 100 USDT is 5%, 1,000%, 10%, 2,000%, 2,000 USDT is 15%. Yes, thank you. Konstantin is writing, why is there no window of pre-sale on iPhone on DexNet site? Try to clean up the cache of your iPhone or change the vertical to horizontal orientation, maybe enter it from a different browser. Firai is writing next question. DexSafe and DexSafe wallet. I have different wallets there attached. Which ones of them should I use? These are different things, Firaya. Look, you can take even a third wallet, not the one which is in DexNet wallet, because that's the wallet which has been connected to make sure that you get your coins on. I'm sorry, the DexNet tokens. But if this wallet is in DexSafe, you have full access to it. It's not an exchange wallet. You're fully in control of that. Then you can use that wallet as well. But to be on the safe side, I would have created an additional separate wallet in DexSafe, would have activated blockchain Binance Smart Chain there and would use it. I know why I would do that. I always like to be on the safe side. Taras is writing next question. When can I exchange the wallet on the site? Yes, guys, we are preparing the back office functionality for the update. We're preparing a big update, but we have other more urgent things related to the DexSafe and the transfer of crypto cards to Telegram application to better manage the cards. So as soon as we do the update, then we'll go back to working with the back office. And with the update, you will see that additional function there as well. Yelena is asking next question. If I'm planning to buy only NFTs, should I fill in the application now in the back office? No, you don't need to fill in the back office then. Just at the pre-sale, you will take the NFT and that's it. But I would still fill it in because it might happen that something will change on the 5th or 7th, and you'll be able to do it differently then. Close up the allocation. Then you will be able to close it up with NFT. No, then it does make sense. You can do it through NFT then. Vladislav is asking next question. Alexey, please advise, can I change the color on the Dex node? Okay, we'll go back to that a bit later because we'll have a number of other updates on the Dex nodes themselves that will run the colors as well, depending on what kind of assignments which are performed by them.
Andres is writing next question. If in DexNet 1 I have 2 Dex nodes, then I need to put in my Dex ID twice? No. Look, Dex ID is given to you by the distributor's company, not by DexNet.1. If you have one registration in distributor's company, you have one Dex ID. And there you could buy 2 Dex nodes. If you have different back offices, and then you have 2 Dex IDs. Then you will have to do this operation twice in DexNet.1. Alexey, can you please share your personal email? I need to ask you one personal question. Please, I'm not going to bother you too much. I need to solve one important question. This is my Telegram. Moderators, please screen this message from Anna Varajun and get in touch with her by Telegram. Anna, you'll be able to write to my colleagues. If my colleagues can help you, then it's good. If not, then I will personally help, okay? Victoria Samoilova. If the partner can buy a DEX node to participate in pre-sale, he doesn't have to wait for the actual DEX node to arrive to his home. Actually, very good question, Victoria. Some other people were asking the same question, whether I can make it on time if my DEX node is being delivered. Yes, you can do it. If in your personal cabinet, DexNet.1, you've done the registration part and mentioned the promo code of the DEX node, that's already enough. Yes, you'll be able to participate already without the physical DEX node. Sorry for misunderstanding the previous question when you were asking about your DEX node being delivered, whether you can make it. You can. DexNet ID promo code in application. Can I use it? Should I use my promo code in the application or take it from my sponsor, not to miss the ×2 for airdrop? You can use your own one. You earlier mentioned that crypto card is going to be done through Telegram. Is it safe? It's 100% safe because we are not giving to Telegram no data related to your card. In the same manner, like the bank, the issuer of the card is getting no data whatsoever about your Telegram app, like ID or number of your phone or your name. I will explain how the Telegram app works. It's like a suite, a coating that gives you access to a web interface. And through Telegram, we simply deliver to you without any pay, without any domain or site, the control panel of Telegram. That's it. There are no other connections between the card and the Telegram. Pavel is asking the next question. Can I get 3 allocations from DexNet to buy NFT later on? Yes, you can. Yes, you can do it like this, but I would have bought NFT and closed those allocations there. I don't know why. You can do it either way. When will it be available on Samsung and the virtual card, I mean? Look, guys, we'll do the Telegram application in 2 ways. In the first stage, we'll transfer the card functionality from DexNet to Telegram. And in the Telegram app, we'll give you the ability to run the cards that have already been bought. The next stage in the Telegram, there will be a possibility to buy new cards, additional ones, or activate additional cards if it had been activated previously that are compatible with NFC Android as well. You will be able to attach them to Samsung Pay and do the payments with them. So in other words, the card working there, physically, the bank is permitted to work with only Apple ID, Android and Samsung, Apple Pay. And Android Pay or Samsung Pay are not compatible as yet with our cards. So for Android, we'll have other cards and they'll be made available in our Telegram app. Vital is writing next. If I buy NFTs for seed round and it closes up in 5 minutes, and then my partner won't be able to buy allocations, and the next round they won't be able to participate, and NFT will stay only for the airdrop. Yes, that's right. At the moment, DexSafe works incorrectly. Yes, I agree with you. Can we continue using it during the presale? Yes, you will be able to use it during the presale. Look, whatever is happening in DexSafe now, to keep you calm, it's just a suite that is connected with the blockchain and reflects everything's happening in the blockchain. So we have some things like with DNC already explained to you today. Some other things can happen with the analytics of the crypto market, which is done through API. We cannot update it now because we need to extract the card functionality from the DexSafe. So don't worry about the security. Everything is okay. There might be some additional question related to visualization, but it's highly temporarily. We have prepared the update. We just need to extract the card functionality, create another suite for the cards, and that's it. Okay, very final question. Alexey, please tell me, when will I be able to buy merchandise of DexNet from the site? As soon as we finalize the marketplace, we just don't want to issue the marketplace, release the marketplace without the functionality of the exchange of DNC tokens that people acquired in Huracan to DexNet token for the merchandise and other things. Otherwise, it's full and ready. We just finalize this fine details and we'll release the marketplace. Okay, guys, that would be all. I thank everybody who stayed until the very end. Please give me some feedback how useful you found the information that I shared with you today. And we'll wrap it up. Okay, super. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Hugs and kisses, everyone. The best of evening to you. Bye-bye.